shopping experience.
I'm being a vlogger, and people wanted to see my life, and this is what they get. Mayonnaise. Okay, it is Vlogtober, day 3. I almost said Vlogmas, which is weird because I've never done Vlogmas. I don't think I ever would because Christmas is so busy and I have a lot of admin knitting to do, so don't expect that from me ever. Anyway, it is day 3. I've kept this up for 3 days, and so if you would like to congratulate me in the comments, you can go ahead and feel free to do that. I'm Rebecca. This is my YouTube channel that I share with my sister, and I am making all of these videos without her consent or knowledge. I think she's figured it out by now, but I didn't tell her I was gonna do it. I just did. So, hi Stephanie. Hi Mom. My family watches. Let's see, I'm Rebecca, and I realized the other day that I haven't put my social media anywhere. I haven't talked about it at all, but it's honestly because I don't need this traced back to me. So if you know my Instagram, then great. If you don't, I guess, I don't know, probably. Anyway, not the point. Let's see. So yesterday was October 2nd, and what did we do? We cleaned up the house and we went grocery shopping. It was really exciting. Yeah, then nothing happened. Nothing, not a thing. And that's good, I guess. I mean, it's better than something catastrophic happening, right? Like, people had worse days. We cleaned up. And does it look like we cleaned? Not even a little bit. But hey, check out my living room walls. We painted them black last weekend, before last. And I love it. And I talk about it all the time. And I think people are starting to worry that I'm gonna make being the girl with the black living room my personality. And maybe I will. And you might be thinking, well, those don't look black. But it's because we have really excellent lighting in here. And it's a big room with a lot of light. And so we decided that that would probably be fun. I decided it would be fun. My boyfriend did not think it would be fun, but he did it anyway. And he was really against it, but I think he actually really likes it. But he won't admit it now. He's like, I didn't want black. It makes my little teenage goth heart so happy. I just love being in this room. I actually bought white picture frames for my kids' photos, but then I was like, you know, I really don't want to do white. I want to do black on black. So we have a black on black living room. All the decor is black. My couch is gray. Table's black. I'm just gonna go for it. And I love it. And the problem is that the rest of the house is pretty boring. It's all contractor gray. We haven't painted anything since we moved in, but I want to change that. Still working on a color scheme. I'm thinking like maybe black and peach, bright neon peach, yellow, jewel tones. I don't really like any colors. I like black. And I like pink, but I don't feel like you can paint your house. You can paint your house whatever color you want, but I don't want my house to be painted pink except for my bedroom. And I want that in Instagram pink. And you're probably like, what's Instagram pink? It's a color I made up just now. I don't know, bubblegum pink, dark bubblegum pink. Anyway, I don't write notes. I like this kind of being like everybody can be surprised. We all mutually get entertainment from what happens because I don't know what's gonna happen next either. But I did bring a bunch of yarn with me, to talk about, let's go for it, the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, because I have not decided my colors. I haven't. It's on Thursday, today's Monday. Guys, I am coming down to the wire and I don't know. Okay, so I thought that I had figured it out and I was gonna do these. See if I can make sure I'm nicer. So this is cake yarn in Russian dressing, and this is cake in bottled vanilla, and this is Madeline Tosh in silver fox. And yes, they are different bases, which bothers me. I haven't decided, but here's the thing, is that he said that your first 2 colors should be like Starflake, and then your second color should be like, they're gonna interact like Starflake, and they're gonna have the accent. So, would these look okay as a Starflake? Is that what I want? Is it too crime scene? Is it too cloudy sunshine? But then I have this grapefruit color. Oh, these are showing up so good, guys. I'm so excited. Do I do this with a yellow pop? I really love this yellow bottled vanilla. I'm not really a big yellow person, but this is such a beautiful yellow. I love it. Or have this gray. Now, I love yellow and gray together. Is this too crime scene? And then it doesn't really even, maybe? Do you guys like this? Does this work? Could I do yellow and gray with a grapefruit pop? Or maybe like, I am so lost. I am so lost. All I know right now is that these are the two colors that I am crushing on so hard. I love both of these so much and I want to use both so bad. It's just, what is the color that goes with them? And I don't think that I can do a starflake in these colors. I don't think they contrast very well. I'm not willing to wind them up and swatch because I don't want to wind up yarn I'm not going to use. So that presents a difficulty. I did do the black and white filter thing. There wasn't much contrast. I don't know. So let's talk about all the yarn I have bought for this. Maybe all of it. I have this scorched lime from Dream in Color Cashmere. Smooshy cashmere. I went with the cashmere because I was like, well, splurge, why not? It's the mystery knit along, and I was so sure I was gonna do this. In fact, I have this and this all planned out. With these two as the main colors, and this is the color pop. I love this so much. But the reason I'm not gonna do it is as soon as I open the box from the yarn store, I remembered that I made a starflake out of basically these colors already. And I don't wanna repeat the same color scheme. I love this together so much. It's honestly still on the table, but here's the problem is that I saw that somebody did a slip extravaganza with this scorched lime and kind of like a, not this, obviously it was more of a melon, and it looks so bad, guys. It looks so bad. And I don't mean to talk crap about anybody's slip extravaganza, and I hope they were happy with it. I hope they were. I hope they loved every bit of it, but I hated it. And that's not to be mean, but it was because I was looking at shawls with this scorched lime color and I came across it and I was like, I do not want that to happen to me. Wasn't my aesthetic. So now I'm nervous about using these together. What do you guys think? I keep trying to look at the camera. Sorry, I'm trying. So what do you guys think? I don't know. And then I bought, you guys were like, oh my God, you bought so much. I did buy so much. I have this yellow. It's not this bright in person. It's actually kind of dingy, which makes me really sad because I love this yellow, like what you're seeing on the screen. I love that. And it's called Hello by Madeline Tosh. And I think Hello is the cutest name ever for a bright yellow. This is Madeline Tosh Scratched Record. And these two together, I love this crime scene tape, and I'm not into true crime. So anyway, even if I was, I don't think that'd be cute. So anyway, I made a pair of shorts. They're on my Instagram, and I knit them this summer for a vacation that we went on. And they were like a yellowy color with a gray band and then this neon orange, neon pink ribbing on the bottom. So I bought this, which is Madeline Tosh in the pop colorway. And it's literally like the same neon orange and neon pink that I used on my shorts because I actually held neon peach and a hot pink together and got a very similar color to this. So I was like, oh, I could have a shawl that matches my shorts. Now it looks like bloody crime scene tape, and I'm not sure that I want to do that. Guys, this is a struggle. I am genuinely having a really hard time. I'm probably not going to decide until the 6th or the 7th after I cast it on and hate it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I want to love these together, but then you have the slip extravaganza problem that I saw. If you want to see it, message me and I'll show you. I'm not putting anybody's slip extravaganza on blast and being like, I hate this. I would never. So unless it was yours, if you used scorched lime in your slip extravaganza, do not message me. Don't do it, because I'm not gonna sit there and tell you how much I hate your shawl. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds really mean, but it's like you might like a color combination in something and then see somebody else do it and be like, oof, wow, that didn't look as good as I thought it would for my preferences personally. I hope she loves it. I hope she does. I hope everybody loves the stuff they make, right? But not everything that everybody makes is my particular style. I have a cough and I'm so sorry. I'll try to edit that out if I can. I'm not very good at editing. I've never done it before. I'm not sick, it was just a scratch. So yeah, these are the two colors right now that I am in love with and would love to use. Oh, the other thing I have, did I bring it? Oh no, yes I did. Okay. Yeah, of course I brought it, I already showed it. So here's my other thought, is this grapefruit with this pink and a yellow pop. Because I can't do this with grapefruit pop, that wouldn't work. You have to do grapefruit and this. And this is Moondrake Rose Quartz in their merino linen base. It's 90% merino and 10% linen. This has the most glorious little halo fuzz to it. It's so soft and it's a single ply. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily want to mix these two bases together. This actually is, even though it looks thinner, probably has a hair on it, thinner than this maybe. This is 393 yards for 100 grams and this is 400 yards. So they're actually pretty similar. I don't know. I love these two together. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't really even like warm colors, but I love the combination of pink and forest green. I love it. So sorry, I keep falling off my couch. What do I do? What do I do? And the problem I have about talking about my mystery knit along is that I'll be like, oh yeah, guys, look, I love these colors. These are my colors. I'm gonna do them. I'm not doing this. And somebody will be like, oh yeah, I like that, but it reminds me of my grandpa's toenail fungus. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not gonna work. Now I can only think of toenail fungus. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm not doing a toenail fungus one. I'll be like, hey guys, look, I'm doing this. And they'll be like, oh no, that reminds me of a gory shark attack I saw. You know, I just realized this is asking for something fleshy and gross, like a shape. Remember, okay, we all know the texture time. This would have been a really bad combination for obvious reasons. I'm not gonna go into that, I already did. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I have to decide at some point, or I could just skip it entirely. Last year I made the shawlography. I couldn't decide. And at the end, like the last day, I just picked a bunch of rainbow minis and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna substitute a bunch of rainbow minis for a skein of yarn and we're gonna go see how that works. And it actually worked out so good. It was probably the best thing I've ever thought of ever, and the best design, or the best way, it worked out in the best way possible. It was fantastic. My hair's a mess. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen this time. I don't think that using a bunch of minis would be a good idea this time. I mean, maybe. Who knows, right? Who knows? I do have some worsted weight yarn in just black, pink, and white that I really love. I love those colors all the time, but I was thinking if I did black, pink, and white, which is my normal color palette for everything, and I did it in worsted weight, it would be this huge blanket, and I would love it. The problem is that your girl spent all of her money on fancy hand-dyed yarns, and so I would have to use wool of the Andes, like that really thick wool. It probably wouldn't be very fun to knit with, and I'm not gonna go out and buy like 15 skeins of fancy nice worsted weight now. So the other thing I was considering is doing a solid color. Like, what if I did the entire shawl in just this yellow? Because I have 3 of these and I have 5 of these. But I worry that the dark would not show texture very well or anything happening. And also I'm really worried it's gonna be 2 color cables, which I've never done 2 color cables, and I've never done them because I do not like the way that they look. So I'm not really excited about that possibly being something we do. That could be really bad, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This could be the worst and ugliest, most hideous shawl in the whole world, and I'm still going to make it. So it doesn't really matter if it's 2 color cables or not, but I am so, this is such a beautiful orangey golden yellow. I don't know. I feel like I've had just as equal luck just reaching over here without looking and just grabbing things. So maybe I should just let the Lord decide. Oh, I have yellow, I saw that. All right, here we go. All right. course, I made that fungus joke, which is funny because I just said fungus without really even looking at the colors, and then I was like, ooh, I don't think fungus is gray though. It's not the worst thing I've ever come up with, right? I mean, none of these colors all kind of just go together. Like, maybe see if I can. I don't know. I'm in the way. See? Like, my couch is kind of sad right now. I don't know, guys. What is the color that goes here? Like, what am I missing? Sorry. What am I missing? What am I supposed to be, like, what is the plan? And it's hard. It's hard to ask for people's opinions because they have something negative to say, which is fine, or they have like a suggestion where they're like, oh, how about green, yellow, and blue? And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. And I hate telling people, no, your suggestion sucks. And that's so, let's see if I can hide the rest of my house. There we go. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Hopefully I can make a decision soon and we can all just move on from this. I did decide that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show my mystery knit along as I knit it. However, I'm going to show it when I show it on my Vlogtober. I'm going to put it at the very end. It'll be the very last thing and I'll give you a warning because I don't like spoilers. I do not like spoilers. I do not want to see any of it until it's done. I stay off of social media completely. I knit it as fast as I possibly can so that I can get back on Instagram so I can see everybody else's, and I don't even watch the videos. I would have to be in dire straits in order to watch one of those videos. Like, I want to see it unfold. I will read the pattern line by line. I don't want to see what's coming next. On the Star Flake, on the first clue, I read it line by line, and I didn't realize there was a section 2 of the first clue. And so I thought I was finished. And then I went on Instagram and I saw everybody's and I was like, wait a minute. Huh, that's not what mine is supposed to look like. So that's how bad I am at reading the directions all the way through. I don't, because I like the surprise. I like to see it unfold as I make it. But guys, I'm so stressed out about this. What should I do? I don't know. I've been looking at his kits for inspiration, and you know, the Texture Time, he put out a kit that was like fleshy colored and people bought it, and the people who bought that ended up with what they ended up with. And so I'm trying to stay away from the flesh tones too much. I don't know. I don't know. And this is, I've been trying not to think about it too much because I spent like the first 3 weeks of September thinking about this like it was my full-time job. And sometimes I just needed a mental break from that. Okay, so I have to work on my colors. I was gonna bring down another advent thing, but I decided not to because I brought down my colors today. What am I gonna do today? I don't know. The kids went to school, finally. They're always home because they're sick or something. But today they're all gone except my oldest daughter who's off from work today. And so what am I gonna do? Possibilities are endless. I'm gonna upload this. I might go to the Goodwill. I don't know. I think that I'm gonna make dinner. I am gonna make dinner. I don't know what yet. We usually have spaghetti on Mondays, but now that my daughter can't eat gluten, we don't do that. And gluten pasta is very expensive and it's not very good. So I have to figure that out. Maybe some kind of meat and potato something. I'm not even sure. I don't know. This is the most exciting time of the year for me. I know that I look kind of depressed and like, oh my god, I don't know, but you guys, you have to understand, I am like the Mr. Knit Along. Like, this is my thing. It is my thing. I am so excited. I start getting excited for the Mr. Knit Along every year around October 31st when the old one ends, and I think about it all year long. I start planning my colors all year long, and you don't know what they're gonna be, but like seriously, these colors, I knew that I wanted them to be in my shawl, and I bought them in July. And I was like, I hope to God it's not just bulky weight this year, because these are the 2 colors I want. And then when he said 2 of each color, I literally went back to the shop website and ordered more. Are these the same? I went back and ordered more because I was like, well, I want 2 of each. What should I do? If you're really good at color, what is the color that goes with these? Help me, please. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know what to do. you know, it's like I have this whole thing that basically is the same palette except for this weird thing. And so they all don't look terrible together, I don't think. It's just hard to like figure out the perfect one. I don't know. I had a peach, but I can't buy any more yarn either. I've spent a lot of money on yarn and I went over that yesterday. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so this is my thing. It's the biggest event of the year, and then my birthday is at the very end of it. So this is the greatest. I'm so excited. Yeah, riveting content today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to go to the Goodwill because my family does a Christmas gift exchange. I've talked about it before, where we find the ugliest home decor we can possibly find throughout the year, secondhand, and then gift it to each other. And last year, see that? Not last year, a couple years ago. This is my anime guy. I don't really know what's going on with that or who he is, but the rule is you have to display it in your house for a year and prominently. And honestly, it's just so fun. We've done it 3 years now, and it's just so fun that I just leave them up all year round. I got some weird stuff in here. Guys, the Mr. Knit-along, man. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. I have to have a decision today, Tuesday, Wednesday. 3 days. I have 3 days to figure it out because it's going to be out Thursday morning, I think. So, what do I do? Help me out. Help me out, but in a way that tells me exactly what I want to hear and not anything else. So that would be great. Thank you. Anyway, okay. I guess I'm going to go because that's all I have to talk about is my Mr. Knit-along. I don't have anything else to say. I saw that the Knitting Annihilator is doing Vlogtober too, so that's really exciting. I'm really excited to like start watching people's Vlogtobers. I didn't get a chance yesterday, the day before, because of cleaning the house and stuff we were doing over the weekend, but I'm really excited to sit and see what everybody else is doing so that I can be like, oh wow, that's really smart, and I just talk to the camera, so good for you. I don't know. I like when people just talk to the camera. I like when Barbara does it. It's fun. I gotta check that out today. Anyway, the worst thing about doing Vlogtober is that I feel like I have to put on makeup every day. And people are probably gonna be like, oh, you don't have to put on makeup every day. Yes, I do. It's me personally, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's just now it's an extra step in my day. I'm a complainer. Somebody tell me to stop. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna end this because I didn't go on any weird tangents today, I don't think. Like, I forget what I say, and then people are in the comments, and they're like, oh, yeah. Or they message me on Instagram, and they're, like, talking about something. I'm like, oh, my God, I said that. That's embarrassing. It is what it is. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and end this and then upload it to the internet for public consumption. And, yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys tomorrow unless something really interesting happens. And by the way, I just want to let you guys know that I made all of my thumbnails myself, and I have an entire inventory of my thumbnails for Vlogtober. And I know people do like the same thing every day, and that's really great because it helps with like cohesiveness and like knowing exactly like, okay, this is the Vlogtober. But yeah, I have too many thumbnails that I have created that I can't decide on just one. So you guys are going to get a smorgasbord of thumbnails because I'm very proud of them. Anyway, okay, we're at 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye now for real. So I will see you guys tomorrow.